Guys, I did it. I came out with a chemical. This is the brand new QUIVR Hot Coat Ceramic Detail Spray, and I am very, very excited to share this with you. Now, I totally understand that some of you may be upset, like, oh great, another YouTuber with another chemical line. That is not what I'm doing here, and please, the main thing that I want to kind of convey here is that yes, I do have a YouTube channel, but I also have a detail business. I've been a professional detailer for the past 20 years. I still operate my business 95% mobile, 5% in a shop. The shop is really just for the ceramic coatings, and 95% of the time I'm out in direct sunlight, not always in the ideal situation, and I wanted to create a product that worked for my needs specifically. And the good news is I think that's gonna really translate into what the majority of people need as well. So with that, I am happy to introduce the QUIVR brand. Obviously, I'm making a pressure washer as well. We've got some accessories. We've got the foam cannon, but this is the first chemical in the lineup, QUIVR Hot Coat Ceramic Detail Spray. Hot coat just keeps with the theme of a surfing term. Hot coats is a final kind of stage of the process of creating a surfboard. It's a last step resin that really hardens everything up and gives the board some longevity to it. And that is what I was going for here, except with paintwork for your car. Now there are 3 different ways to apply this product, but before we get into that, we're gonna go outside and I'll show you that. Before we do that though, I want to give you a little bit more of a background story of why I created this product. Now, no, I am not a chemist, obviously. I'm just a detailer, but I know what works for my situations, especially like I said, as a mobile detailer, I'm working outside in direct sunlight a lot, and that's exactly what this is. I wanted it to be extremely easy to apply. All 3 different ways are all extremely easy to apply. Give you the best results possible, right? At least in my situation, I'm getting a terrific amount of hydrophobics and longevity out of this product. We'll talk about that upcoming as well. And also it works on many, many different surfaces. One of the ways to apply this thing is while the vehicle is wet and you just go and spray your panels. If it gets on glass, is that a problem? Nope, absolutely not. That is just gonna create a nice hydrophobic surface on your glass. All right, so like I said, I'm not a chemist, but because my QUIVR brand, right, if you guys know about this already, is going to be distributed through the House of Rags. Because of that, I had access to the chemist that Detail Co uses. They have a kind of a network of different chemists, so you get these custom blends and really work with get the exact result that you want out of the product. So I was able to do that with their chemists and create this product here, which again, for my situation is unreal. Now this is a ground up blend, right? I worked with the chemist, they gave me a base to start with, and then we went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, many, many times to where a point where we were getting really close. And I was like, man, is this good enough? And it just wasn't quite there yet. It was so close, but still we went back and forth a few more times until we got it here. The ease of use was really my main goal along with longevity. And we knocked it out of the park. Now another huge, very important thing for me was value for the end consumer, right? So if you want to buy this and use it, I want it to be a very, very good value. So this 32 ounce bottle, by going 32 ounces, I'm able to keep the price of it down. So the cost per ounce of this comes out to be really, really good. This 32 ounce bottle is retailing for $29.95. So when you compare that to some others, it's in line, it's a very, very aggressive price point. So this is effectively coming in just under $1 per ounce. Really, really fantastic price. And then we also offer it in a 1 gallon size here. And this is coming at a price of $49.99. So that's effectively 40 cents per ounce. Extreme value here, but I wanted to give a good sprayer, good bottle, all that kind of stuff. Also, not too heavy, really nice trigger space. So let me show you here. One of the things I was concerned about was the trigger not being close to this. So I'll show you the full compression. Boom, we still have plenty of clearance. I've used some products in the past where you're holding it and it's almost like it's getting in the way, and this one is not at all. So we'll just spin the nozzle loose, and as you can see here, nice misting sprayer here. So product also smells very good. Now, as you can see, the color, I wanted to keep it in line with the brand. We're doing that teal, so it's a nice teal color for this product. Scent-wise, it's got kind of a muted blueberry style scent. It smells great. It's not overbearing though. For example, and I'm not saying this is overbearing, but the Clean by Pan ceramic spray that he has smells phenomenal. It smells really, really, really good. This one is a more muted scent than that. It's pretty kind of baseline. I will say, Just to be perfectly fair, I probably prefer the scent of the Clean by Pan over this, just because it does smell really good. But again, I wanted just a basic product that I could use out in my business and not have an overwhelming sense of fragrance, because as a professional detailer, I'm working on customers' vehicles, and I didn't want something that maybe they don't agree with, even though I love it so much, maybe they don't. So again, blueberry scent, muted down, smells good, but definitely not overbearing. All right, guys, now with all that said, let's go ahead and hop outside. I'm gonna show you guys how I use this stuff. 3 different ways, like I said, super easy each way. Let's go. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and show you now how to apply the QUIVR Hot Coat Ceramic Detail Spray. 3 different ways, 2 that I do all the time, 1 I don't, but I know people want to, so we're gonna show that as well. Basically, this vehicle was done with this product 2.5 months ago probably, and I'm having a hard time stripping some of it off. So this area, you'll see, this area I stripped as much as I possibly could. The good thing is though, I use this all the time. You are able to stack it, so you don't have to worry about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the before, and then we'll start doing the process. But basically what it's gonna be is, this panel is going to get dried off and then just applied as a detail spray like normal. This one is going to get sprayed on and then dried off and used as a drying aid. And then this one is going to be wet, sprayed on, and then rinsed immediately to see the effects of all of those. So let me grab the pressure washer. So first off, we're gonna start off with that fender so you guys can see the results of it after 2.5 months now. There's one spot that's starting to die on it, you'll see. So you can see water kind of flooding that one spot, but everything else is evacuating water so quickly, it's fantastic. So, all right, now let's go ahead and move on to this panel. I'll just show you guys the before and after. So you can see it's still trying to repel some water, but I'm able to get it to flood. This top section especially is the one I'm having difficulty with. It's really holding on there. So let me go and show you, so flood it. Okay. Starts wicking or evacuating water there. This one, same thing, we're going to flood it. Okay, so again, this is the one that's going to get applied as a drying aid, and then this one will show you the last panel here. Nice and flooded, and this one's going to get sprayed on and then rinsed off. So we're just going to apply it to the panel as it's wet. Right away you can see, get up in here, you can see the water starting to separate and want to run off the panel. It's just trying to break it up because it's not letting it stick anymore. Okay, then we'll go to this panel. This one's going to be the drying aid side. Okay, and then that one we're leaving alone for now. Now for the rinse off, I like to start on the bottom and push up. It just helps to spread the product a little bit more evenly. So I'll do this. And you can already start to see it working now. So you see that? It just doesn't want to. So it starts to fall off. Now we're gonna let this cure a little bit as well. This is a good process, but you see all the water's gone there. Let me go ahead and grab the drying towel now. I'm gonna dry this panel first. Actually, I'll use 3 different towels, 1, 2, and 3. All right, guys, so I lied to you. I'm actually gonna use 2 towels, one for the area that hasn't been treated at all, and then one for the drying aid, and then I'll flip it. It's the Mega Knot from Auto Fiber. It's a huge towel, so we're gonna be fine with using just one to cover both areas. So again, this is the drying aid area. Add some nice slickness to it. Another benefit of this, and why I like to use it on the vehicle wet, is because it will help with water spots. If you're using regular water, it's gonna help with water spots because the water's not gonna wanna stick to the panel, so it'll kind of run off and help with that a lot. Again, let me flip the towel now. We're gonna do the fresh side. This is the side that was used as a drying aid. Sorry, not a drying aid, as a spray on rinse off. So this one was just applied to a wet panel and then rinsed again. So there's that. And then we'll switch over to a new towel, dry off this area. Again, this is just essentially just washed. We haven't applied any of the product yet. Okay, good to go there. And this is what I like it for the most, because you know, when you dry a car, you're still getting some water behind here. You get those drips. Using it as a quick detail spray at the very end, you're still adding all that protection and longevity to it, while leaving the panel nice and clean. This product is insane when it comes to the ease to apply without leaving streaks. It leaves no haze and leaves no anything behind it. It's very, very simple. Okay, so to use it like a detail spray, I like to spray it directly into the towel here. The reason I like to do that is if I had already done this area and then I come over here and I spray the panel, I'm gonna get overspray over there. It just confuses things and makes it a little bit, you end up having to chase yourself. So I just usually about 3 sprays into the towel, and then I'll go ahead and rub it in. Again, guys, the first wipe feels good, and then as you come back across and start buffing it out, it starts feeling super, super slick. So I did half the panel. I'm gonna add a little bit more, 2 more sprays, come down here, and you can see how fast the product flashes out. Again, I'll show you guys video of it on a black vehicle as well, because then you can really see. But now I just flip my towel, going across it, and it is super, super slick now. All right, guys, so we got it all applied the 3 different ways. We're gonna let it cure for a little bit of time. You really don't need any cure time. You saw the effects of spraying it onto a wet panel and rinsing it. You're getting that water behavior right away. But I just like to let it kind of cure up a little bit. 5-10 minutes, you're good to go. And then we'll revisit and I'll show you guys the difference between the 3 panels. All right, guys, so it's been a few minutes, probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes to be perfectly honest. I want to get this truck done though, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you the water behavior now. If you remember well, the top section was still behaving pretty well with just from the application 2.5 months ago, but lower is where you should see the difference. Again, we'll start off with this first panel so you can see what it was. This is after 2.5 months. All right, so just a little bit of flooding there. Everything else is looking really, really good. Here we go with the door panel. And as you can see, water just does not want to stick to it. It's kind of a mixture of sheeting and beading, but it's just evacuating water very, very quickly. Let's go ahead and go to, that was the one that was applied as a quick detailer. Just wiped on into a microfiber towel and wiped on. This is the section that was done as a drying aid. Also looking very, very good. This is the one where there's no contact, just rinsed it, sprayed it, and rinsed it again. So there you go, water beading, fantastic. I will say, when we talk about slickness of the panel, for me personally, when you apply it into a microfiber towel and as a detail spray, that gives you the slickest finish. Followed by applied wet and then used as a drying aid. And then least slick is this one here where you don't do any touching. My personal favorite way to apply this product is a 2-stepper. So usually what I do is I wash the vehicle, rinse it off, then I go around with the hot coat detail spray, apply it over the whole vehicle, rinse it off again, dry the vehicle, and then I use it as my final quick detailer. Then you get kind of a stacking effect to it, insane results. Again, you saw that fender up front, 2.5 months in, still performing. So there it is, the QUIVR Hot Coat Ceramic Detail Spray. Use it as a spray on a wet vehicle, rinse off, use it as a drying aid, or use it as just like a normal quick detailer would, where you spray it into the towel, wipe it down, and you're good to go. Again, as you saw in the video, my favorite way is spraying it onto a wet panel, rinsing it off, then going and drying, and then using it as my final wipe down as well. Kind of just stacks on top of itself and gives even better protection. Super slick surface, fantastic product. Very excited for this. So I'm excited for you guys to try this out. It is available now at thehouseofrags.com. Use code I'mJoshV for discounts across their entire site. So whether you're getting this or something else over there, use that discount code and you'll get a little bit better of a deal. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope that video helps you. I will have this on my site as well in the coming future here. But it's, like I said, if you want to get it now, houseofrags.com, code I'mJoshV. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure to like the video, make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and we will see you on the next one.